as you're going to see in this league. Handoff is to Benson. Cedric gets one. Rodgers keeps it and is brought down by Aldon Smith. Let's take another look at the end of this play and see if Aldon Smith takes his own helmet off. It was starting to come off.
Well, we saw it in some of the earlier games as far as the helmets coming off so easily, but
see most of their snaps out of the shotgun. They begin this way, and the handoff goes to Kevin Smith, and he will go to stop him.
Aldon Smith really known for his ability to rush the passer. 14 sacks last year in his rookie year. That was the most, but pretty good against the run. As
next week. Go at the 32-yard line. Bell again. Up to the 33-yard line. Detroit begins this drive after Logan's fine run back. Smith. Gain of 3, 2nd and 7.
Here's to get another first down.
Well, the 6'5" Johnson springing forward for those extra couple. And
Calvin Johnson a chance. 49ers stayed in this defense all night.
Stafford's going to step up and get sacked. As he runs into Smith. Aldon Smith is
On 2nd and 10, the delayed handoff. And Peterson spinning, takes it down to the 2. Powell in, 3rd down and 2. Sanchez in trouble, down he goes. Back at the 45-yard line, it's Aldon Smith.
Well, that was another area where they struggled last week in the game, was getting to the quarterback. They did not have a sack last week for the 2nd time under Jim Harbaugh. Christian Ponder made a lot of plays with his feet, extending plays and making some throws on the run.
Jets must get to the 18 for a first down. Sanchez eludes Brooks, and now he's down. Ball came loose. And it is recovered by the Niners.
If you're going to scramble against this 49er defense, you've got to secure the ball. Mark Sanchez got lucky on the first hit, and then it was the follow-up hit. Right there, Ahmad Brooks has him. Aldon Smith's coming from behind.
Aldon Smith, 1st and 10 for the Jets from the 42. Tebow on the keeper, and he is hit for a loss after he... And Amukamara gets his first of the year. Bradshaw is dragged down.
With the interception, gives it back to Seattle at their own 3-yard line, and now Lynch is all wrapped up, and the ball is out. They're going to say he was...
take a look at this. Still fighting ball in the left hand. Ball come. That looks to me like that ball's out before anything hits. But Seattle comes up.
And 2nd and 5, Wilson in trouble, and down he goes. That's the one thing you can't let happen. Aldon Smith with the sack.
Yeah, Giacomini's worked hard to become a good player, but look at him. He's one-on-one with one of the better speed rush guys in the league. Aldon Smith gets under his pads, jacks him back from the bull rush, falls back inside.
Overall, worst in the league. Second down run, Stevens howling, only going to gain a yard. Patrick 18 and 5, only Green Bay better. Stevens howling, ran to the right, turned to the left, and Aldon Smith was waiting.
You can't lose yards at the point of attack. You must get your blocks, but this is just going to be a stretch play to the right side, and Lyle Senline, the center, gets knocked backwards, and Aldon Smith on the backside says hello.
In terms of leading with the head, it was just a shoulder. Doucette has been cleared by the Cardinals staff. He's back in the game. Skelton's on his back, so Aldon Smith knocks one out of the park.
Aldon Smith, number 99, unloads on an inside move. Look, and he's using it with a 3-score lead. Oh boy.
Skelton got away from the Brooks sack, gave it to Aldon Smith.
The sacks continue to mount. This is Ahmad Brooks, and you're going to see Aldon Smith come late. TE stunt. Incredible speed. He's chipped. He won't quit.
On 3rd down and 6. And Bradford goes down. There's a sack. Aldon Smith now has 8.5.
And this is all about Justin Smith. This is what I call the grab text. T for the tackle first. He's going to get up there. Aldon Smith's coming underneath. But watch the left arm of Justin Smith. He's going to grab Shelley Smith. He can't get off. 80% of Aldon Smith's sacks have come by Justin Smith holding that offensive guard to free him up.
Is that defensive holding?
That's illegal. It's illegal. It is a defensive hold.
2nd and goal. Jackson will lose yardage. Coming in to drop him is Aldon Smith.
Well, he just throws a pass rush move, on Matthew Mulligan, the tight end. Watch this arm over, this swim move, quick as a hiccup. Watch this. Whoop. Right inside of him, able to get vertical, get some penetration, and get a big tackle for loss.
What was that noise? Whoop. So now it's 3rd and goal from the 9-yard line. 24 seconds remaining. Pressure coming, and Bradford goes down.
All odds, but Lance Kendricks and all these guys, they're walking 20 yards down the field.
It may be fitting that Aldon Smith gets a sack just as Chris Long got a sack for the Rams. And in an overtime period between two teams fighting in the NFC West, they get nothing.
And that move, Justin Smith hitting the gap between the guard and the tackle.
Beat the clock. 3rd and 2, Campbell. Nobody open. Going down in the arms of Aldon Smith.
You know, when you miss time as a quarter, got to be thrown away, but it's Aldon Smith and Justin Smith pushing the pocket, staying alive, and those second effort sack plays that the Smith brothers continue to make have ignited this crowd in this 49er football.
This is the Bears' 3rd drive. The first down, Jason Campbell fumbles. He's brought down from behind Aldon Smith, who already has a sack. Adds to the stats.
Is unblockable. You're going to see Webb, number 73, open up to try to block him, and Marcus Webb must use his hands more in pass protection, but that time Campbell saw one-on-one coverage. He gave Marshall a hand signal before he could set his feet.
2:34 to go. Campbell pulls it down as he goes down. They just bull rush the left side of that Bears offensive line with the Smith.
Watch this on your left side. Justin Smith is inside. It's that E.T. stunt. That time Aldon went first. Justin went second.
Brandon Marshall in the slot. On 3rd and 3, Campbell. Another sack for Aldon Smith. What a night he's having.
Last time we were here, Aldon Smith literally blocked him. I mean, he makes Gabe Karimi look real bad. I don't know if Karimi ever touched him. Watch this inside move.
Wow. Sack number 4 on the night. That Lewis tapped on the center's leg to let him know he's ready to go. He's ready to go get the quarterback. Justin Smith and Aldon Smith combo on Campbell.
Block Aldon Smith, and he just comes right off the right side and dominates Gabe Karimi again. I've never seen acts of dominance like this in the National Football League in some time. That's how Reggie White used to do it in his prime. Who is Aldon?
They did give a half sack to Aldon Smith and Justin Smith. So Aldon now has 4.5. Look out! He forced a fumble. It is picked up. It's fumbled forward. And that describes the Bears' night. One.
Ball off and try to get out here with a healthy quarterback.
Aldon was going that way. Meantime, the ball comes out. And Shiloh Reichel, for a second, doesn't know what to do, to fall on it or what, and then kind of moves it forward. And here's the call
there was
from
a
Tony
fumble
Corretti.
On the play, illegal batting.
goal line, so no safety for the flag in the end zone.
Per game allowed. Running game has been much better for the Saints, but this time it's Aldon Smith making. Praise is brought down, and there he is. Aldon Smith gets number 16. Well, it's the first time I've seen Aldon Smith line up on the opposite side. So then he's rushing from the offense's right position right into the face then of Drew Brees, and he immediately is able to get to the pressure prior to the conclusion that they were going to come out of that with a touchdown. They only got 3, and now a sack, third of the day. And Aldon Smith is on the bottom of that pile as well.
Gone 3 times. Has a dime. Bradford down, back at the 10-yard line. Aldon
Side, Tony, watch him here. He's going to move outside. He's going to collapse this whole thing down. And here's Aldon on the other side. He's going to clean everything up. But again, it's 94, just drives everything back in. And Sam Bradford has nowhere to go.
Yeah, they do a nice job of going.
Under pressure and goes down.
Oh, Jonathan Martin just got. Take a look at the top of your screen as he just gets knocked backwards by Aldon Smith on the right-hand side of your screen. Oh, you just don't see that every day.
And
Jonathan Martin knocked completely.
In the backfield, first and goal for Miami. Thomas, left side, inside the 5. An outstanding game against a quality team. And it looks like they're going to come up short, and Tannehill goes down back at the 30-yard line. Aldon Smith.
Well, let's see who. Look at that sack by Aldon Smith. He's standing up there on the right side of your screen. Tannehill can't find anywhere to go with the football, and that was Smith who went down low and brought down. And that gives him 19 and a half.
Down. 10.5 left in the third. Brady will slip it to the outside, and it's picked off again. This is Smith, and Aldon Smith with the deflection, the interception on the pass intended for Aaron Hurst.
Flinched a bit on the catch. Watch him right here. It's thrown upfield. He short arms it, gives it a little bit of the gator arms there, and as a result, Aldon Smith adds to his resume. This has been an incredible night of defense for the Saints.
And he'll hand the ball to Ridley, and Ridley gets stuffed before he can get to the goal line. So despite those two.
First down. Powell. Bottled up. Tries to break it back across field, but